And the gang is all here. Yeah, I'm ready to get this video done.
Dang, all right, we got this recording. Holy smokes. Hey everybody, how the heck's it going? Like, for real, how are you doing today? Yeah, this is a little bit of a different situation that I have going on right now. I'm filming off my cell phone in the basement of my house. I am a basement dweller. One of my roommates is like sleeping upstairs, and I didn't want to be all like, I'm a furry, like through the wall, because my studio literally shares like a wall between me and where they're at. So, sometimes you just gotta be a good housemate, right? Like, you just gotta not be obnoxious. But yeah, down here in the basement, filming this video on my little cell phone. So I apologize for the audio. If the audio is bad, be the first person in the comments to be like, man, this audio, I can't stand it. But yeah, so for today, I kind of wanted to touch on something that like I feel is super prevalent, and it shouldn't be. It should not be this way, but it's just kind of a product, right? Of like how easy it is to get information at your fingertips. Like right now, I'm filming this video on a cell phone. So FOMO is the fear of missing out. It's kind of like I don't know, I feel like this term's been around for a while, but it hasn't really like gained a lot of prevalence, right? Until recently. And by recently, I mean like the advent of like social media. Because if you missed something a while ago, right? Like you'd hear about it after the fact. You wouldn't just log onto a computer and check it out and realize that you missed a whole bunch of stuff. Now we have so much information at our fingertips. It's just easy to kind of go down this path. So fear of missing out is the fear of missing out. Or FOMO as it's called. You feel like you ended up not getting the experiences that you wanted because you happen to see a curated feed of information. Like, I could just open up Twitter right now, I could open up Insta, I could open up even Snapchat, and I'll find out that I'm just missing out, right? Like, there's all these cons going on and meetups and people posting like all these cool pictures, and it's really easy to just kind of feel like you're not experiencing everything. I'm here to set that record straight. If you've ever had a moment like this, look, I'm guilty of it too, where you check social media and you see like the first thing you see is just cons. Like, people are filming videos at cons, just having a great time. It's super easy to just kind of feel like, just like crap. And that's because it all comes down to what social media is. Social media is a great tool if it's used right. At the same time though, if you keep checking that feed, you're gonna see a curated playlist of everything else that people are just doing. It's really easy to kind of equate that, right? Like, you check that timeline, there's a whole bunch of posts and you're like, bam, look at that, somebody posing at a con. Bam, would you look at that? Somebody else doing cute, cuddly fursuit photos. And it feels like that is the only lens you get into life. And that is far from the truth. Social media is just so instant. People can show you what they want you to see. This took me a while to kind of wrap my head around. I was just kind of like, man, I really wish I could have gone to this con. I wish I could have like hung out with this person, right? You just see it. You see it all on your feed. And it's super easy to just be like, man, what am I doing wrong, right? Like, how come I can't do all these cons? That's not a great feeling to have. And as humans, right, I gotta make this a bit of a human aspect to it, because it can't be all cuddly animals, right? At the end of the day, we're all people, and it's super easy to try and like compare yourself to others. I'm not talking about like follower count, subscribers, or whatever. None of that. That's like at the base level. I'm talking about like life experiences. It's super easy to just kind of see all these photos and base your own self-worth on like, what am I doing differently? Like, why am I not doing all these things? Once I realized that social media is curated, that you only see what people want you to see for the most part. I'm not talking about call-out posts, right? But because of that, once I realized that it was curated, I stepped back, honestly. I don't really approach social media that way anymore. Now, I know being a human's hard. It's so hard to kind of like just close your eyes and walk around, not even like paying attention to social media. It's everywhere. But I've gotten better at identifying those signs. My fun and my existence in the fandom shouldn't be based off of like what I see. It's so easy, and I see so many people struggle with this. If you've ever experienced this, Like, just let me know in the comments. Like, let me know how it's impacted you. And if you've caught yourself, peeking beyond the curtain of social media, let me know too. Let me know like your tips and tricks, because together we can help each other through this FOMO crisis. Yeah, so FOMO also doesn't really apply to like just the furry fandom. Battle passes are notorious for this. If you play video games and like there's a pass that comes out, like a season's pass with a whole bunch of stuff that you just really want to you're like, man, I gotta get this. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have it like all my friends do or other people playing it. That is FOMO right there. The Furry Fandom Battle Pass. I wonder what would even be in the Furry Fandom Battle Pass. Week 1, you get like badge art, and then the final reward is a loot box where you may or may not get a fursuit inside of it. Ooh, no thank you. I am glad we don't have that. Let's keep battle passes out of the furry fandom. This also applies to like just normie stuff too, especially like whenever people are posting like on Facebook or whatever about like their vacation they went on, events that they've done. It's really easy to kind of compare yourself to others, and that's not healthy. That is not healthy at all. It kind of feels like social media had a goal, right, of like being a way to connect people, but it feels like the more connected that we are. Sorry, a notification just came up on my phone. I'm like trying to like read it and film at the same time. Look, social media right there. That's a case right there. Your coworkers, your friends at school, wherever, people in general are dealing with this. So yeah, having a way to cope with all of that is the best thing you can do for your mental health. I've actually kind of unplugged from social media for like a few stints at a time, right? And I come back feeling refreshed. It's a good thing to do. Sometimes you just gotta break free of that matrix. But yeah, FOMO. Together, we can put the OWO in FOMO. See, that doesn't even work. What am I even talking about? My train of thought right now has definitely missed out. But yeah, if any of y'all have ever experienced this before in your past, like let me know. Let me know what's going on. Sharing is caring. And yeah, my next video most likely gonna be done upstairs, right? This is not like a permanent thing. I am not down here forever. I'm not a basement dweller. Hopefully my volume was low enough that people aren't gonna wake up, because that would not be good. That would not be good. Having to explain that when you come into work, like, hey, why do you look super tired? And it's like, a fox kept me up. I couldn't sleep at all. It was just a bunch of yapping going on. Maybe that'll happen. Probably not. But yeah, I hope all of you have a great rest of your week. Watch out for that FOMO. If you ever encounter it, just take a step back and be like, this is a curated feed? Yeah, just take a step back. If y'all like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button for some notifications. And yeah, I will see all of you on the next video. Oh my goodness. Yes. Bye. 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 I gotta dust this shelf now. It's like super dusty.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to the following Gold Egg patrons: STL Motovlogs, Blueberry the Husky, Chase Husky, Sparkle, Ashiro Pony, Moodle, DH, Apollo Bunny, Funtime Wolf, Dynamo, Emerith Cantonine, and Cinderkitten. And I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my other patrons and supporters as well. If any of y'all want to consider becoming a patron, check me out on the link above.